your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight. Knockout. You win. Choose your fighter.
All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Gamer Section Podcast, where we do this for the gamers by the gamers. I am Kano, the brutally honest gamer.
Yeah, you're your man Technish, aka Gene from Caps Off Gaming, the newest member of the Gamer Section Media Squad.
Already, man.
Mhm.
So Sinister is not here
Yeah.
today. He's dealing with personal matters. So, you know, when he comes back next week, he'll tell you what happened and all the other stuff. You feel me? So he's not going to
Yeah.
be here this week, but he'll be back next week. And we're sorry that we wasn't here last week. A lot of personal stuff had to be taken care of, and
Yeah.
we're here now. So let's
hmm
go ahead and get into the show. So, Tech, what you been playing for the week?
Oh, so like I just posted some gameplay from High on Life 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been playing that a lot. It's just been amazing. Um Kano, he already beat the game, like damn,
Yeah.
but I like I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty and like Solar Opposites. That's why I got the T-shirt on with the pupa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you haven't watched the Solar Opposites, you should watch it. But yeah, it's like I'm playing an episode, so I gotta savor all the moments. So I'm taking my time through the game. You know what I mean? I gotta take my time through the game. So I've been playing that, and just looking forward for Resident Evil. The new
Requiem.
Resident Evil, yeah, Requiem's coming out
Mm-hmm.
this week. So I just downloaded the not even downloaded, just reinstalled Village. And I want to
Mm-hmm.
play that again before I actually get into Requiem and everything like that. I'm really excited for Requiem though, but yeah, but I've been mainly playing um uh High on Life 2, and I streamed on Saturday for Black History Month.
Yeah.
Just celebrating like Black history. Well, I'm just celebrating like Black characters, like heroes, and I played Hunt Down, which is important because there's a new Hunt Down that's coming out. It's called Hunt Down Overtime with one of the protagonists. His name's John Sawyer. He has like the metal beard and everything. So that's gonna be coming out soon. So I figured just to play that and kind of harken back to the
Mm.
times when I was a kid, like because it plays like a 16-bit side scroller. So I know I was
Mhm.
like 12, 13 when the like Genesis was like really raging. So I know that if I saw a game like that, like I'd be really excited. As a black kid, see like, oh look, I like not even one character, but two
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
black protagonists I can choose from. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I was really happy I was able to share that game yesterday on the stream on YouTube and everything. So yeah, I've been playing that, yo. Kane, what you been playing, dude?
Oh, for me, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off on Xbox. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
On
Mm-hmm.
Xbox, everybody know that I've completed High on Life 2. I'm not gonna do any spoilers. We'll talk about it later in the show about the
Don't
game.
talk about the. Don't do
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Come on, come on.
Yeah,
Like
please.
I'm not spoiling, but we will talk about High on Life 2 later in the game, like, about what so far what we like and don't. It's kind of like an impression about High on Life 2. But we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about that. I'm back playing Criminals: The New Dawn. If y'all
Yep.
know, that's a horror game, so definitely playing that. Just
Mm-hmm.
finishing up Devil May Cry 5 on that sense, and a little bit of NBA
Yeah.
2K26, but that's really about it. On
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation, I've been really just playing two games on PlayStation this week. I've been playing Mind's Eye because they
Mm-hmm.
gave me a review code for that game, and
Okay.
also still playing Neo 3,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, that's
also
the new one that just came out.
yeah, that
Neo.
just came out. Their review
Yeah.
for that. But I want to show y'all something since we're live. You feel me on air.
Okay.
Shout out to Asus. They
Okay.
had supplied me with the new controller. If y'all can see firsthand, like close up,
Okay.
this controller right here.
Oh, that's the one that's the one you just reviewed too, on top of the other one,
Yeah,
right?
I just did an unboxing. The review coming soon, but it's the
Yep.
unboxing. So they
Mm-hmm.
gave me the Ricari 2 controller. It's actually really good. If y'all can
Okay.
hear it, if y'all can hear it, it sounds
Oh,
like
that sounds crispy.
uh-huh. And
Yeah, that sounds very crispy and precise.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. It's just a one of a kind controller. And then not only that, I'm gonna show y'all another controller right here that
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Razer. Razer supplied me with this code, with that code, but with this controller. We definitely got a long-standing partnership with Razer now.
Okay.
So shout out to Razer. So they
Yep.
also sent me this controller right here. If y'all don't see it or can't see it,
Yeah, so I reposted that on
mm,
Facebook, the unboxing for that, and then there's also a short that's
yeah,
on gamer section and media as well. So
yeah.
if you don't mind to like quick and dirty, y'all can watch that too as well. But
Yeah,
yeah, man, both
it's
those controllers look fresh, man.
oh yeah, oh yeah. It's definitely one of a kind. It's these are some premium pro controllers. They use it for esports and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A reviews coming for both of the products coming soon. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we got a long-standing collab situation with Razer. So you're definitely going to see a lot of products being unboxed and reviewed from Razer on this
Mm-hmm.
channel. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as the gaming is concerned, man, yeah, definitely playing Neo 3. At the end of Mind's Eye, I already beat High on Life 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I said, we're not going to spoil the game. I'm not going to give the ending or nothing like
Nah, you
that. You
can't
feel me?
spoil the game for me.
I'm not going to
Please.
look. I'm not going to spoil it because I already know. Said Tech right here. He's like what I saw when he did the gameplay on his channel and on his Twitch. He's still way in the beginning of the game, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell this man that it gets wilder. You feel me? It gets crazier. Even after that mission that you're doing, it gets crazier from there.
Yo,
So
that senator of like mission,
yeah,
going to the okay, I'm gonna digress because we're gonna talk about it.
we're gonna, we're
I'll
gonna, we're
yeah,
gonna talk
I'll
about it. We're
hold
gonna
it
talk
down.
about it.
Yeah, I'll hold it down. Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
But
And also, I have completed Reanimal. Also, I already completed Reanimal. The game is a great game. I consider it one of the highly. I look at it as game of the year contender. You feel me with
Mhm.
Reanimal. So we'll talk about that more about that later. But I
Okay,
definitely like Reanimal as well. So let's
okay.
go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get into it, I want to address a little bit of something real fast. Well, two
Hmm.
things. First off, if you want to get some great energy products like drinks and stuff like that, go hit up Dub Energy. You know what I'm saying? Gamer section, you get a percentage off of that. So you wouldn't have to pay high on the Dub Energy products. Definitely go get that. And
Hmm.
two, uh, we over here are looking for a female panel member for the podcast and a gaming news personnel too. You know, what I'm saying we're looking for a female. No, we're not sexist. So if y'all think that, stop with the fake agenda. So that's it. So
Mhm.
anywho, let's move on.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely.
Anyways,
Right.
anyways, let's talk about state of play. We didn't get a chance to talk about state of play
Yeah,
because
that was
we didn't have
last week. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
chance to do that. Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna dive straight into it right now. So,
Mhm.
Tech, what is the games that you liked and disliked about State of Play?
All right. So what am I feeling when it comes to the state of play
Mm-hmm.
is that actually I got it up right now on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh so I'm really happy to see that Death Stranding 2 is going to PC at some
Mm-hmm.
time this year because like I got a Steam Deck and the Steam machine is supposedly coming out sometime this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another further reason why I'm not getting a PS5. So if it releases on PC, I'll be able to play it on that. Obviously, usually when Sony or any besides like Microsoft, like if Sony is releasing something on PC, like it's gonna take a while before it gets sharp. So um I don't care as long as I
Yeah.
can play it right now. And that's one of the other games I kind of play on the side is Death Stranding 1. I play that
Mm-hmm.
on my Xbox right now. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Right. Right. Right.
Um I'm looking forward to the new Control that's coming out, Control Resonance or something like that.
Yeah. Control Resident. Resident.
Yeah, yes, because the first Control was insane, and I love games that mix like you have a game, but then the lore attaches to other games. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So it just makes it bigger than what it is. So I'm
Right.
really
Right.
looking forward. I'm really looking forward to Resonance like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they talked about John Wick,
Yeah. That
and
game.
that yeah,
Yeah.
the
That game
John
gonna be fire. That game gonna be
that
fire.
game's gonna be fire, yo. And like I downloaded a game on Steam. I
Mm-hmm.
forget it's called. It's got Suit for Hire. So okay, is directors there? Okay, you're
Hey,
still there. Okay,
there's
my bad.
technical
I got
difficulties
scared for a second. Like,
on
oh, I'm
Tech
by
right now
myself.
because we
Like,
can't hear him.
yo. But
Yo, Tech,
yeah, yo,
you gonna
you
have to
hear me?
yeah, we can hear you now. You have to redo it again. What you were saying.
Oh yeah, nah, no problem. Like, um, on Steam, there's a game. It's called Suit for Hire. You can
Mm-hmm.
download that, and it's basically kind of like a John Wick simulator.
Mm-hmm.
It's a John Wick simulator, and it was okay. I actually kind of streamed a little bit of it on
Yeah.
my channel a couple months ago. But I want like the real John Wick, like the whole like him, like Keanu Reeves, the voice. I want the and like the world, with the Continentals and the crime coins and everything like that. So I'm really looking forward to like the John Wick game. Just play that, and then what was the last thing I was looking at? Uh I think it's cool, but this is gonna go into our next topic after is that they're remastering Metal Gear Solid 4 and then Peace Walker, and they're
Yeah.
doing like another like compilation and
Yeah.
everything, which
Yeah.
is cool, but it's gonna go into like what we're talking about, Bluepoint. I'm wondering if they're doing that. I think Kano, you're probably hip to that. I'm a little
Yeah.
worried. I want it, but I'm a little worried about it. One of the things I did not like is like I'm just gonna say it out loud, Joe. Like that God of War, Sons of Sparta, like side scroller.
Mm-hmm.
Like I call it like God of War decaf.
Dang, that's messed up.
Yeah, because like it's like you get like decaf, you get the taste of coffee, but you get none of the benefits. Like you get the taste of God of War, but like it's not really God of War. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're playing like a prequel, and I think something like that should be incorporated in like a full-fledged game. But it's like like an intro or like a
Mm-hmm.
flashback or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not like I'm not gonna go anywhere near that, to be honest.
Dang.
But yeah,
That's crazy.
little disappointed, little disappointed. Like I know you're trying to maximize profits, but like, come on now, like God of War decaf, like I'm all set, dog. Like I'm all set. I'm all set, my guy.
Hey, this man, wow. All right, this dude crazy, man.
All set, my. I'm all set, my guy. And that's
Uh,
well, I'm speaking from the eye. That's me. Okay, if you all want to get it, you can get it, but I'm not. Like I'm not. So,
it's
but
all good.
what about you, man? What you think? What you feeling?
For me, I'm going to have to like as we going through it.
Mhm.
I'm definitely excited about Control Resident because it's a hack and slash type of game. Gives me that Bayonetta and Devil May Cry vibe, right?
Oh yeah, since you've been playing it too,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah. And then Castlevania's Belmont Curse. That's another game that really has me excited. Beast of Reincarnation is another one that really got me excited. 007 First Light, man. I'm definitely excited about 007 First Light. But
Yeah, I gotta look at that more, but like that Beast of Recarnate is that looks like it looks like a Souls like, is it?
to a degree, but not 100%.
Oh
Not
yeah,
not 100%.
yeah, because I Souls games are like so like frustrating for me. Like I don't like yeah, like get good or anything like that. Like get good. Like I don't.
Hmm.
I gotta work in the morning. Like
Yeah,
I
facts,
can just
facts, facts.
yeah. That's only so much like repetition or playing over a stage that I could do.
Nah, but
And
okay. I'll put it to you like this here though. All right, if you look at Kenna Bridges Spirits, right? The
yeah,
first game. That
yeah.
game is actually a pretty solid game. You know, they got the sequel
Okay.
that's coming out too. It's not really Souls like, but you can play it on easy mode, normal mode, hard mode. It just depends on how you want to play the game. But
Yeah.
people, and we'll talk about it another time about
Okay.
what a true definition of a Souls like game is because
Okay.
some of these games are not truly Souls like. Some of them kind of is, some of them kind of isn't. So
Yeah.
if you look at, I'll give you an example of games, right?
Yeah.
The new Kenna game, that's what I'm excited about. It's not a full, so it's not really a Souls like game. It has like the characteristics of it, but it's really not.
Okay.
Um, if you look at Legacy of Kain Defiance, that's a hack and slash.
That's
So
hack.
yeah, that's hack and slash. That game, that's another game that really like caught my eye.
Okay.
Marathon, I do not want to play Marathon at this point because to me it doesn't have a story, no campaign. It's just gameplay, and you're just doing what you got to do. Now,
It's another extraction shooter. Like how many of
exactly.
those are on the docket? You know what I'm saying? I didn't even mention that because that's how lackluster that I'm thinking that game's gonna be.
It will be. It's
Yeah.
definitely going to be because if you think about when it comes to marathon, it's like okay, it's from Bungie, and
Hmm.
everybody has an issue with Bungie right now. And Bungie, they made Destiny 2. I think Destiny 2 is overrated. It's like
Hmm.
all hype. It's like this
Hmm.
all bark but no bite. That's the
Yeah.
vibe I get off of Destiny and Marathon. I get the same scenario. I think Marathon is going to be DOA, dead on arrival. So I'm not even looking
Oh, we're
for it.
talking about like a Concord 3 type of taco. Yeah, because right now,
Yeah,
high what is it called? High guard. They're
high
saying
guard.
high
Yeah,
guard is Concord 2, and then they're
yeah,
gonna say marathons Concord 3. That's
yeah.
what they're gonna say.
I, I I'm telling you that's going to be Concord 3. But
Yeah,
another game that I really like, I'm a big fighting game person, so I like fighting games.
right.
So I'm definitely looking forward to Marvel Token Fighting Souls. I definitely want to play that for sure. Um,
Yeah,
when it,
that's been great. Like I've been watching
mhm.
like the what's his guy? His name's like Maximilian. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
does.
yeah,
Yeah, he's a big fighter. So
yeah. I
he's
know, I
been
know.
yeah, he's been running that a lot, and I've been watching that. It looks great. Like, and I like the fact that it's like anime. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it's
Yeah.
anime. So like they put a spin on that. So I'm looking forward to that too as well, man.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, man. That's gonna be a good game. And then Resident Evil Requiem, hands down one of my most anticipated games of this year. And
Yeah.
Pragmata is another one of my most anticipated games of this year because like after
Okay.
me playing the demo on PC and then playing the demo on the Xbox, like
Mhm.
I'm already like extremely sold on the game. I cannot wait to play Pragmata. Um,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to play it. Then Project Wingless, you playing as a steroid chicken fighting up all these enemies.
Yo,
Kinda
I
like,
seen that.
yeah,
The chicken one. Yeah,
yeah,
yo. Yeah, I seen that, yo.
yeah.
Yo, I can't wait for that one. It's
Oh
like the
yeah.
game. It's like the crab fighting game. You know what I'm talking
Hmm.
about? With the
Yeah, yeah,
crab.
yeah. Oh, you talking
Yeah, yo,
about
I
another
can't
craft?
wait for that one, dog.
Oh yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be elite, man. I cannot wait to play it. Oh yeah,
I
and
love
then
silly shit. Excuse my language. Sorry.
no,
Excuse my
no,
language.
you good,
Sorry.
you good, you good.
Yeah, I
Uh,
like silly stuff, yo. I really do,
oh
yo.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah. And then you got Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. We already got the game now. The reviews on the way for that game, so y'all stay tuned for
Okay.
that.
Okay. Good.
Um, what's the other game? For PlayStation that what is it? Sorrows. That's basically like a Returnal 2.0 to me. It's just like an
Mhm.
enhanced version of that. It's cool.
Yeah.
I got to see more with the game. And then you got Silent Hill Townfall, so the first person version of Silent Hill. I got to
Right.
see more with that game, so I'm not really 100% sold on it. Then you got Star Wars Galactic Racer, which I think is gonna be dope. I'll definitely play that. And then you got Yakyo Shinobi Ops. That's more so of it's a co-op game, tactic game. I'm kind of not really on that game, so that's like I have to really see more. But it's like a kind of a no for me. And then when you look at God of War, uh, what is it? The newest God of War, Sons of Sparta. We also yeah, we basically had lost Tech. Let's see if we can get him back in. Give me 1 second. I think yeah, he got going through technical difficulties. But yeah, man, Sons of Sparta, I'm kind of like disappointed in a sense, so I'm not really like wild about. And then what's the biggest announcement was the new God of War trilogy remake. Hold on. I'm trying to get Tech back in here. All right, let's see if we can get Tech back in here, man. I don't know. I think it's probably technical difficulties on his end, so we'll definitely see. So, um, give us a moment. We'll be right back.
Choose your fighter. Lightning in fire. Fight. Knockout. You win. Choose your fighter. Lightning in fire. Fight. fighter. Flaky inspired. Fight. Knockout. You win. Choose your fighter. Flaky inspired. Fight.
All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm just trying to get everything squared away right now. Of what's going on. There was a massive amount of technical difficulties. You dig? So, um, Tech got a technical difficulty issue going on. He's going to be back in a while. So let's go ahead and bring in, if y'all may know.
Sinister. I'm here filling in for Tech, and like I said, hope his situation is, hope he's safe up there, and hope his situation be taken care of. So I'm here.
Oh yeah. So Sinister, we was basically talking about state of play and what we liked and didn't like. So for you, man, what was it that you liked about state of play and didn't like about state of play?
Well, I'll tell you what I didn't like at first. Yeah, there was like a couple of games in there. I think one was like the one with those birds in there. That was just one of them. It's like, yeah, I wasn't feeling that type of game. But like I said, I'm not knocking those who love it, because I'm sure there's an audience for that game. So I have no issues with that. It was, to me, it's like that game just wasn't appealing to me. But
Right,
as far as
right.
like some of the other ones that I like, I mean, even though they're gonna be majority of them are multi-plat, they're gonna be on other systems. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the majority of the games I like. For example, the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. Now you finally everybody has a chance to play Guns of the Patriots for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was locked in on the PS3. Well, excuse me, the PS3. Now everybody can play it. It's multi-platform. Everybody can get a chance to play it.
No,
I'll see.
facts.
And there's the new Castlevania. Looking
Mm-hmm.
forward to that. The
Mm-hmm.
new Silent Hill. Looking forward to that. Yeah, and so there were some other games out there that they showed. Crimson Moon, that had me interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, not to ragging on about it. I mean, those are just some of the examples that I liked about the state of play. But as far as this year, I mean, that's like been one of the best showcases. Even though some majority of the games are multi-plat, but I mean, it was just good overall. But yeah, I mean, like
Nah,
I said before, I
facts.
gave it a 4 out of 5. Overall.
Facts. Like I said, for me was Control Resident, the God of War trilogy remake and not being announced.
Mhm.
That game, Project Winless.
Project Winless.
Yeah, Project Winless. That was another game that I'm excited about. The Castlevania game I'm definitely excited about, but what I didn't like was Sons of Sparta. And basically, what I'm saying is that um, it was supposed to be a 2.5D, but graphically it was basically pixel art, but we didn't expect it to be like that. Sons of Sparta. We was
Yeah, it was shadow dropped right there.
Yeah, with Shadow Drop. No, have we got a chance to play it? No. We reached out to Sony in numerous times, and when it comes to Sony, they don't respond to us. So it's really kind of pointless in asking Sony now at this point, because at this point right now, because we're not where we're supposed to be, but we're better than where we was. So we still need time to continue to grow in that
Right.
sense, if that makes any sense. But for me, I do give State of Play a 4 out of 5 based off the fact it was one of the better showcases that they put together compared to the last few years.
Yep.
You dig? But it was good news about Sony, but there's the bad news about Sony.
Hmm.
And the bad news about Sony is Bluepoint actually shutting down. And I'm gonna go ahead and go first. So, to the people that may not have known, Bluepoint games, they're known for their remakes. Like y'all know the Demon Souls remake and Shadow of the Colossus remakes. You know all the remakes that they put together for PlayStation. Now they end up closing down and well shutting down. It's shutting down in March, and I'm highly disappointed in Sony. That was one of your better studios, and
Right.
you're going to close that down. I'll dive a little bit further in. So, Sinister, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, it's unfortunate, because my hats are off to the people who lost their job, and hopefully, they'll bounce back.
Mm,
Find work elsewhere. But I mean, to me, that was a shame. Why? I mean, why shut them down?
mm,
Excuse me, because all the remakes that they made, like the Demon Souls, and some of the other remakes, remasters they did, but
yeah,
now it was just that was just another studio that's lost in the graveyard. Like you're in the same boat as Microsoft and EA, and Ubisoft. I'm gonna throw them in there too because I mean,
mm,
you gotta think about it. Over the years, like these studios dropped bangers over the years, and now, poof, no more. They're just like now they're buried 6 feet deep and closing down. It's like it's unfortunate that some of the people lost their job, but like I said, like some of those games that they dropped, were great and everything. But I know it's like it's the reality of the business, but like I know we don't like it, but it's the way it is. Like, look, we're not in those boardrooms that make those decisions because you got to think about that. It's like you got to think about like the people at the top, the suits,
mm,
because you got to think about it. It's like they're the ones that make the decisions. It's like, hey, they're the ones that keep the studio going. No, I think we need to shut it down to save some money here and there, whatever that reason they may be. But still,
yeah.
it's unfortunate. But
Okay. Well, let me read this out to you what Herman Hoy said, and I want to get your reaction on it. You ready?
right, go ahead.
He said the decision was not made lightly, but that the firm was operating in an increasingly challenging industry environment, saying the rising development costs, slow industry growth, changing player behavior, and broader economic headwinds are making it harder to build games substantially. Bluepoint is an incredibly talented team, and their technical expertise has delivered exceptional experiences for the PlayStation community. I want to thank everyone at Bluepoint for their creativity, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality where possible. We will work to find opportunities for some impacted employees within our global network of studios. While I know this is hard news to hear, I'm confident in the direction we're heading creatively, innovation, and building unforgettable experiences for players remain at the heart of PlayStation Studios. We have a robust roadmap for fiscal year 26 with much to look forward to in the months ahead. So, what are your thoughts about that?
That's just the same legal talk. I mean, you hear this every time. Like, I mean, that's the way that the corporate world works. Because when they lay people off, like there's usually someone there to say, hey, gives out the statement, like I know they always start. I was like, we come to making the hardest decisions. Like, I mean, it's just the way the reality is, that we deal with. It's like,
Yeah.
but I mean, like I said, I was like, I hoping like some of the people there will find work and everything, so that way they can feed their families and put food on the table. Because we're living in troubled times as it is right now.
No facts. I just keep it a bean. Like I said, the Stephen A. Smith mode is retired, so I'm not never doing that again. So I'm not ranting, but this is just my point of view about the whole ordeal when it comes to Sony as of this generation alone. Your consoles is selling, cool. Your consoles is selling. You're doing a good job of selling your consoles. But when it comes to the gaming space of your exclusive games, it's been a dud this generation. We have what? How many games coming out this year for Sony? Like three, two, three. We got Wolverine, Sona, and we just had the release of God of War: Sons of Sparta, which was very underwhelming, a 69 Metacritic score. So I'm gonna just be brutally honest, man. Sony has been so money hungry to microtransactions to live service games, just following a trend, and yeah, basically lost the formula of the whole deal. You feel me? You lost the formula of what actually makes it hot, but it's really not. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're gonna be right back one more time after these messages.
Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
All right, we're back, and we're not gonna go nowhere else again. We're just gonna stick with the rest of the podcast. So, back to what we were saying about the Bluepoint. So, Bluepoint as a whole, that was a great studio for Sony, and I feel like honestly that was a bad move on Sony's part to close down the studio. Like,
Right.
I feel like it was Sony's fault because y'all want to pitch a live service God of War game that it was knowing that it was going to fail in a major proportion because they haven't learned the mistakes of Concord, and then you looking at Marathon, it look like that's going to be an epic fail. It might do well on Xbox because people play more multi-platform, multiplayer style games on Xbox than they do on PlayStation. But when it comes to PlayStation is more of a single player oriented type of brand, and a lot of the gamers on PlayStation doesn't or not going to gravitate to Marathon like that, like how people do on Xbox or PC. And Bluepoint Games is a single player type of studio. So why would you want to put a live service game on a single player studio that they have developers there that don't have the expertise to make multiplayer style games? You feel me? And Bluepoint had an original idea that they wanted to do, and it seems like Herman Hoist and what's the other person's name? I forgot the other person's name. That's ahead of Sony. They basically didn't greenlight the idea, and it seems
I
like
know you're talking about.
yeah, and it seems like when it comes to them and when it comes to gaming as a whole, they really are out of touch of what gamers want first and foremost, and secondly, Bluepoint Games is honestly just it's just an unfortunate situation. And honestly, I think Bluepoint Games needs to be bought out. I say either by Microsoft or either Microsoft, EA, not I wouldn't say Ubisoft. Ubisoft is in bad shape right now.
No,
So
they'll
I'll say,
definitely give it to them.
yeah, don't give it to no Ubisoft, or go give it to Tencent or
Yeah,
something.
Tencent, Microsoft, or who else? I think that's probably the only two. Not definitely not EA, and definitely not Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Either
yeah,
one, really.
yeah. Or THQ Nordic, let them do it. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Because THQ is back on the rise, and a lot of their games is starting to be like it's becoming phenomenal. And we've been playing and reviewing a lot of THQ Nordic games, like Reanimal, for example.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, when it comes to PlayStation, when it comes to Sony, is they like especially Herman Hoyce. I feel like he's strongly out of touch of what gamers from Sony like want, and really what made Sony good when it came to the PS3 and PS4. Like for example, I was watching G4, the old G4 TV on YouTube, right? And I was watching some of the old E3 stuff, which we'll get into a little bit later. Now, when you look at when you look at Sony back then, they really was in touch with the games and in touch with what the gamers actually want, and bringing a trophy system to the PS3, having more exclusives, the Uncharted franchises, the Infamous, the Resistance, the Sly Coopers, Jack and Dexter's, Ratchet and Clanks, just to name a few, even Twisted Metal. And Twisted
Yep.
Metal, that's Sinister's game right through and through.
Yeah, right from the PS1 days.
Exactly. And it seems like when Jim Ryan took over, that's when it started going downhill. Because it was all about live service games, and live service games, that's a trend that people set the trend, and people need to understand this. And this is just me speaking reality. Okay, you have Fortnite and you have Apex Legends, cool, they done well. Even Rocket League's doing well. Okay,
Yep.
but not every game is going to be that money maker for you. You can't keep trying. You have to take a different route and go back to what you know that's going to make you some money.
Right.
Like for instance, look at Ubisoft. Stay steady, creating the same trends, following trends. Like X Defiant, it was a fail. You
Yep.
feel me? Now you're looking at Sony right now, and what they're doing. Concord is a fail. Marathon looks like it's going to be DOA, and then some other games like Fair Games. I feel like that game is going to be DOA. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the only game that really did good for Sony was Helldivers 2.
Yep.
So it really doesn't make a lick of sense for them to keep following the same trend to try to make the same money. Like for instance, you creating superhero games with the Insomniac games. That's really what carried your PS5 this generation. It was Insomniac games. So you got to give all kudos to Insomniac. When it comes to Naughty Dog, I have yet to even see a game outside of The Last of Us 2 this generation, or The Last of Us, which everybody and their mama is burnt out of on The Last of Us.
Exactly.
All right. We could have had an Uncharted remake, but nobody want that neither. We want either Uncharted 5 or something new. The intergalactic game. I don't really see that doing that well. Because people are tired of this woke concept, and this false woke concept. That's the best. That's the word I'm trying to use. The false woke concept.
Uh-huh.
So Bluepoint was your remake specimen, because you could have remade a lot of different games with that, or let them create an original IP, which I prefer an original IP. And then you have Ben Studios. You had gave them something to do a live service game for, and that ended up canceling. And now they're working on another live service game. Like, come on, man! You don't need to work on a live service game. Stick to what you know that's going to make you money. You dig? And
Right.
Bluepoint Games, that was an unfortunate situation. That should have never happened with the studio. They was pitching ideas that could have did so well, and Sony said no and just decided to shut the studio down. And for that, Sony gonna have to hold that L of the year right now. It's an L of the year. It's L of the year. I mean,
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's always the suits at the top. And who's usually the big suit at the top? Well, it was Jim Ryan before he stepped down.
hmm yeah. But it seems like Herman Hoyce is just following the same vision as Jim Ryan. I feel like when it comes to Jim Ryan and when it comes to Herman Hoyce, they are really out of touch of what gamers want on Sony, because what made Sony hot was their single player games.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man, who wants to play like Concord or New Resistance game? I'm choosing Resistance. Killzone or Marathon. I'm choosing Killzone over Marathon. You feel me?
Right.
Twisted Metal or Gran Turismo? I'm choosing Twisted Metal.
Exactly. Same here.
You get me? All right. Let's see what else. The Fair Games or a new Jack and Dexter game? I'm choosing Jack and Dexter.
Same here.
So there's nothing to be said. When it comes to Bluepoint, that's an unfortunate situation. And when it comes to Sony, they have the whole L of the year because that was just a lousy move on their part for them to close Bluepoint games. And for what Herman Hoyt said, that seems like it was more tone deaf to gamers. That's just the fact of the nature. So, with that being said, they're gonna have to hold a massive L. This is L of the year for Sony, and I honestly feel like that wasn't called for, that wasn't right, and they're going to have to, do a better job in that predicament. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and move on and talk about the next topic. And we're
All
gonna
right.
go ahead and talk about Reanimal, High on Life 2, and Replaced. You did. So starting with you, Sinister, we're gonna start with Reanimal. Like, what is it that you saw that you or played that you liked and disliked about Reanimal?
Oh, I didn't have a chance to play it, but I mean, after seeing the gameplay, but it looks great. It's done by the same people behind Little Nightmares, so that's what made it cool about it. But um, yeah, whenever I have the time, I'm gonna try it out. Probably give it like my full perspective of it. The gameplay, the story, and everything else. But I mean, graphically, it looks phenomenal. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because I saw your review about it, and it's like, yeah, man, it's like definitely go pick it up and play.
Oh, definitely. And what the kicker about Reanimal is, it's made from the devs that actually made Little Nightmares.
Uh huh.
And what I loved about the game is even though it didn't have any dialogue in the game like that,
Uh huh.
you can play this in a co-op sense. You can play with people, or you can play a solo dolo and still get help. You know what I'm saying with the
Right.
player that you're playing with. But it's actually a good, solid game. It actually has like every theme aspect of it. It actually has meaning behind it. And I could just say this is definitely worth the play. No lie, figurative facts, no fiction. And I could see this looked at. I could see this actually be looked at as game of the year contender. Like it can definitely be game of the year contender for sure.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And now High on Life 2, like what do you thought about it? Did you like and don't like about High on Life 2?
Again, I never had a chance to play it, but I've observed it. It's like I said, man, that looks cool. Like the zany in this. I mean, just like the previous one, and then now seeing all the craziness on this one, it's pushed it even further. Like, I mean, the end, it's like I said, dang, man, I really got to play it just to try it out for myself.
Now
Hmm.
facts. When it comes to High on Life 2, I actually completed the game. Oh yeah, and Reanimal, I completed the game too, like I said earlier in the show. But when it comes to like not Reanimal, High on Life 2, the game is actually good. What I don't like about it is the game needed patches. It still kind of need patches. It is buggy where you have to like do the checkpoints like a few times in the game, and that's not a good thing. There is a review coming this week on How on Life 2. There is a review, so y'all definitely stay tuned for that review. You dig what I'm saying? But I definitely do not like. I'm gonna just be honest with you when it comes to like How on Life 2. The story is actually funny. It's a funny story, right?
That's one of the things I liked about it because it's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a funny story. Like no lie, it's extremely funny. You know, you got still got that Ricky Morty effect on that game. But when it comes to the gameplay mechanics, it's better than the first one. But it does have bugs in that game. It really have a lot of bugs in that game, which they need to still patch out. They did a patch already, but it still got bugs that it still needs to be fixed. Where you still have to kind of like hit a couple of checkpoint marks within that area of the game. You feel me? Like I'm not going to spoil it, but the storytelling it gets more crazier when the time progresses in the game. I want to say this one of the boss battles, but I don't want to spoil it. But I'm gonna just say this: it will remind you of some games that you played in the past. That's the best way I can describe it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's definitely a fun time. You know what I'm saying? I might do another playthrough. I might, or it might be one and done. I have no idea what I'm gonna do next, but we'll see. You feel me? So replaced. Now, mind you, the game is not out yet, but the demo is definitely out. And I played the demo, and I love replaced. I cannot wait to play that game. That is going to be my. That's one of my other top 10 game of the year contenders right there.
Yeah, I see the
So,
gameplay of it. It's like, I was
mhm.
like, man, it's like I definitely want to try out the demo for myself also, just to see how it is like whenever they drop, like the full game drops.
Yeah. The game did get delayed to about April, so it's not a long delay. I'm kind of disappointed. I wish it came out next month, but at the end of the day, man, I'm definitely excited about that game. You hear me?
Yep.
So, like what did you like and didn't like about Replace demo from what you've seen in your perspective?
I mean, graphically, gameplay wise, it looks great. I mean, it's for a demo, it's for a demo. I mean, you're not gonna have everything in there, but hopefully there's some things in there that to hope they fix before the full game drops in April. So that's
Hmm.
all I can say about it.
Nah, facts. You and I know you definitely can't wait to play it. I already know you weren't ready to play it day one on the dot. You hear me?
You're right.
Nah, facts. And it's on Steam, man. Like that's where I played the demo at on Steam. And they got Steam Next, so I'm definitely gonna try a lot of demos that was at Steam Next. You feel me?
There
Or
you
Steam
go.
Fest, I mean. So I'm gonna try a lot of demos out and see what it's hitting for. Because which I didn't know is Sinister did a lot of PC reviews, so now it's my turn to start doing the PC reviews.
Uh huh.
So y'all gonna see more PC reviews coming from me as well. And I know Sinister's like hallelujah, screaming hallelujah.
Yeah, because like I said, I have a well, latest PC reviews should be coming out sometime this week, so stay tuned.
Facts. And if y'all haven't seen all of the latest reviews and stuff like that on the gamer section channel, man, y'all check it out, man. Kill It With Fire 2. Sinister did that review, man. That was a good review that he did, man. Y'all lacking why it's cracking if y'all haven't
Yep.
seen the review, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out Sinister's review, bro. Y'all gotta check that out, man. It's official like a referee whistle.
Right.
Figgity facts, no fiction. So, Sinister, go ahead and pop them off with the next topic, man.
All right. Now we're talking about Evo. So now they got they're under a new ownership. It's
Mm-hmm.
owned by it's Saudi owned by a group called RTS. So now, but however, like the previous owners, like Non-One Gaming's, like they're not truly out from Evo. They're still gonna be there with the marketing and stuff like this. Just right now, like RTS is like the leadership, the true leadership now. So they have like a talent agency, branded consultants. So I was like, yeah, because like think about over the years, like all the big games and the tournaments with the Evo. So now I mean, yeah, like in reality, it goes through ownerships like here and there. So now that RTS is, now taking over. So let's see how it
Mm-hmm.
goes, like, with the latest tournaments and things like that. So, but as far as like Novel Gaming, they're still going to be there. They're not truly phased out. So they're just taking a lesser role in everything. So, because, like Volcano, you're big into fighting games and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let you explain a little bit more before I, come in and close it out.
What you talking about, man? You beat me in fighting games. I suck at fighting games, bro.
Yeah,
I am trash at fighting games, man. I can't win to save my life. Since to beat me at every fighting game, to imagine like Tekken 8, I can't even get a win. You feel me? When it comes to Street Fighter 6, he gets perfects out off of me every single time, man. Sinister, tell him, how did you do it, brother?
pure luck.
Yeah, I'm just joking, but I'm not going to knock Sinister. Sinister is actually a challenge when it comes to the game. So you feel me? Don't
Uh-huh.
don't count Sinister out, man. That man, he a beast in them fighting games. You hear me? That's on everything. But with Evo, man, it was owned by Sony, but it seems like Sony got bought out by the Saudi Arabians. I forgot the name of
RTS.
it. RTS basically. And now Evo is going to be everywhere. Saudi Arabia is going to put a lot of money behind it. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm gonna just say is that personally, I feel like Evo is a rigged type of situation. where they got supposing gamers, that supposed fighters that's there that really fight on their fighting games. But if they fight on the fighting games, be highly ranked, how come I be beating them? You feel me? Because I've
Right.
beaten a lot of highly ranked individuals in these fighting games, especially in Tekken and Street Fighter.
Mhm.
You feel me? Like, okay, if you look at Sinister, me and Sinister battling out, me and Sinister, we really go at it because we know how each other actually play on the fighting games, right?
Yep.
Same thing with me and my brother. You feel me? My brother, I've been playing against my brother in fighting games since I was yay high. I know Sinister and his brother, he played it in fighting games since they was yay high, right?
Yep.
So we will know how each other play. But picture this: I'm playing Tekken 8. I'm playing against highly ranked individuals, and I go on a massive streak. I'm talking about like some 27 win streak, or a 30 win streak, or a 125 win streak, and didn't lose. So and I'm playing against highly ranked individuals. Hell, I could even be an Evo and win the championship if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like this: when it comes to like Evo is a very predictable situation, and when it comes to the fighting games, it's very predictable, and the fighters are very predictable about how they fight on the game. So it's all about timing and how you'll manage, the practice and play on ranked games and stuff like that. It's all about practicing and signing up and being a part of that stuff. But Evo as a whole, to the people that goes there, man, have fun, enjoy yourself, but just
Sure.
watch it. It be rigged. People be cheating at Evo. So
Mhm.
that's all I
Some
gotta say. Now go ahead.
Yeah, put some shade in this bumping behind the scenes.
Exactly. That's just my personal opinion. There's a lot of shady aftermath.
Yep.
Not about it. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot of that going on when it comes to Evo. To the people that like Evo, man, I hope y'all enjoy yourselves and play the game. And whoever wins wins. But none of them ain't gonna want to see me when I play, or see Sinister when they play. You
You're
hear
right.
me?
You're right.
So it is what it is. You hear me? So let's go ahead and move on about Evo, man, because Evo that's a rigged showcase of fraud gamers over there. That's just my personal opinion. I know I'm gonna catch a lot of heat from that, but I don't care. So, Ubisoft next games in Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. They're gonna milk the hell out of Far Cry. They're gonna milk the hell out of Assassin's Creed. And honestly, I feel like that's Ubisoft's bread and butter right now at this point. Because if you look back at the PS2 and PS1 and N64 and PS3
Yep.
and all that, I digress. But anywho, they had way more games than what we've been getting. So when it comes to Ubisoft now, they're gonna have more Far Cry games and more Assassin's Creed games. Some gonna be single player only. Some gonna have multiplayer features to it. And in my opinion, we do need a new Far Cry game because we haven't had one since 2021. So
Mhm.
I'll be excited about the next Far Cry 7 game. But as far as Assassin's Creed, they milking the heck out the game, and it's too much that they're doing, and they're becoming the modern Call of Duty that they need to do better forever together and not together. So what are your thoughts about that?
But yeah, they definitely like to scale back. Yeah, yes, it's true. It's their bread and butter. Like now they're like having them releasing every year, like Call of Duty. That's gonna just dilute the products. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. Like these past two ones, like were great, but as far as the next one is like, hopefully you'll all take their time with it. It's just like don't release it every year. Just release it every now and then, so that way people won't get fatigued of it out. You're like, oh man, we just got AC fatigue. Oh, I got um this one game. Oh, Far Cry fatigue and everything. So I was like, hey, just continue, just like release them at different times, all things like that. But yeah, but for Ubisoft, yeah, you got to start developing other games outside of those two. I mean, I definitely need a new Ghost Recon because that last one sucked. I mean, we definitely need a new Splinter Cell.
yeah, but Ghost Recon, yeah, they do need a Ghost Recon. And when it comes to Rayman, they need another Rayman. That's a
Yeah,
fact. New IP wise, they do need more new IPs.
exactly.
And that in a multiplayer aspect. And then Rainbow Siege, they need to just like Rainbow Siege what it be and continue with that support with that realm.
All right.
Um, it's just
Uh,
what Ubisoft is. They just too busy like following so many trends. Like the trends is very impeccable, and I just don't like how like what Ubisoft has become or Ubisoft has become. Like
right.
okay, if you look at Just Dance, right? Just Dance needs to be exclusive to Nintendo. Like,
Exactly. It's like how you gonna play those on the higher on the bigger platforms?
exactly, because nobody uses Connect anymore, and then VR is really pretty much dead on PlayStation.
Yep.
So Nintendo should be the exclusive platform for Just Dance this point forward. And if they do a Ubisoft Forward, what are they going to show? Because if you look at it, they don't really have anything else to show at this point because of a lot of their games have gotten canceled and a lot of them have been doing a lot of more of restructuring of different things at this point.
Layoffs.
Yeah, a lot of different layoffs that has been happening at Ubisoft. So I feel like when it comes to gaming as a whole, we definitely in on the verge of another game crash.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be worse than 1983.
Exactly. And if they have another game crash, well, I ain't tripping. I got games to play.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? But and that's a thousand and some worth of games I can play. So I don't care about all that. But when it comes to Ubisoft, Ubisoft got to get it together in a major proportion.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed has become very stale at this point.
Hmm.
And I like Assassin's Creed to a degree. Like I like Shadow. Shadow is so far one of my favorite Assassin's Creed besides two and Brotherhood. But Assassin's Creed is becoming extremely stale at this point. It's just like the storytelling has become almost the same. The gameplay mechanics has become identical. It's pretty much like the same things that we're doing over and over again. Far Cry is becoming milked out in the sense of we're doing the same thing. We're going to different camps and basically taking over camps, finding almost the same animals and
Right.
getting the fur and it's pretty much like the same stuff that we've been doing, the same cycle, and they're going to continue that cycle. And that's why I say that Ubisoft is going to continue to decline. EA has become more of a sports publishing company.
Right. With
You know,
FC and Madden being their cash cows.
yeah, and they're already working on UFC 6, and like everybody wants to fight in that game. Where that's at, and
Right.
then the kicker is when it comes to EA, look at them with college basketball. They want the exclusive rights to college basketball.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, and
NCAA, no, that needs to be multi-plat because
it.
it needs competition. Because
Mhm.
if EA gets it, it's going to dilute it just like they done with Madden.
Yeah, Madden has become extremely dude at this point, and Madden used to be good, especially Madden 2004 and 5.
Yeah,
Those are like the best two Maddens that ever came out.
yeah. But see, here's the thing: ever since 2K5 beat them, they went to the league and said, "Hey, we want to be the exclusive owner." It's like, yeah, that was real petty.
Yeah, and 2K5 was actually a good game. And then, and if you look at NBA 2K, they need competition, and I think EA could do that with NBA Live. But when it comes to EA, they want exclusive rights to the NBA license. And
No,
they
no,
no
no.
look. I'm telling like this here. EA don't need no exclusive license to no NBA game.
Or any
They
other
could
sport.
no exactly. And then okay, they got NBA The Run.
Uh
That's
huh.
that's the spiritual successor to NBA Street.
Right.
That's one of my most anticipated games. It comes out this year. I'm very hyped for the game because it brings back that nostalgia of NBA Street. And then you got another game coming out called Underground World War. That's a spiritual successor to Def Jam Fight for New York.
Yep.
Even though that game needs a lot of work. I think that should be a 2028 game. But
Exactly.
Ubisoft is a shell of its former self, and EA is a shell of its former self. And Ubisoft has to do better when it comes to the formality of their games, or they're going to continue to decline as a gaming franchise company. You did, and this leads me to my next question: is live service games dying?
It's on life support.
And why you say that?
Because like I said, it's like everybody's following the trends, like with all these live services. Like, I mean, like with the free to play, because like they want you like to waste your money on cosmetics,
Yeah,
all all the currencies. That way, hey, you can stock up just to get whatever you want and everything. I mean, that was the idea of Jim Ryan over at Sony right before he left. And like that's the reason like a lot of those live service games they had planned were all canceled because you know they're going to fail. And look what happened with Concord. Now the only ones that are still doing great are um, Fortnite and Apex Legends, but the question is how long? We don't know. But for any other ones like trying to come out after it, trying to eat at the success, it's like good luck because a lot of players are getting fatigued about that too. It's like it's like wait a minute, we've been playing these same games and stuff like that. It's like we're paying
Mhm.
for cosmetics. Now, if you really suck at the game, then it's I just use the pay to win method. It's like how long are you gonna get that? You're gonna get bored of that real quick. It's like no,
Yeah, that's
it's like
facts, man. That's
good.
facts. No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Continue.
No, I mean that's all I have to say on it. It's like I mean you gotta quit copying trends. That's all I gotta say. Go ahead, Kano.
Nah, you telling the whole truth, man. And honestly, we're in a situation right now when it comes to um live service games. Okay, these live service games we know that's out right now. I can name like at least three of them right now, and that's Rocket League. That's a live service game. You have Apex Legends, and you have Fortnite, and you have PUBG. That's four, right? And they're continuing to do well right now. I can't see how PUBG is doing well. People still talk about PUBG. Same thing with Fortnite. I feel like Fortnite has become overrated. Apex Legends has become overrated. Rocket League has become overrated. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that I know is because we had a person that was on the team that was a Rocket League fiend, and he's no longer on the team no more because he had left.
Right.
But he was a Rocket League fiend. But to me, Rocket League is an overrated game, and I'm gonna explain why Rocket League is overrated and why these live service games is overrated. Because you want money out of people, and we're going through hardship as it is when it comes to these terrorists and all these other things that's going on, and how bad the economy is.
Mm-hmm.
So the proof is in the pudding right now. Like Apex Legends, you don't really hear people talking about Apex Legends. You don't hear people talking about Fortnite like that. You feel me? Like I think the kids are still kind of playing it, but as adults, we're looking for that next best game. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know when a game is good for hype and the game is not good. Like for example, right now, NBA 2K right now, the 2K series.
Uh-huh.
Like they want you to pay $70 some change for the base game. They want you to pay for the microtransactions for VC or for my teams, which
Yep.
I ain't never gonna pay for that. My team, that's out the water. I'm not doing that. But it's an example. The same thing with Apex Legends and other games and so on that you have to pay a certain amount of money for it. And then if you look at Ubisoft or Ubisoft, they kind of incorporate that microtransaction within Assassin's Creed where they want you to pay a certain amount of money to if you want to get other cosmetics or whatever. And I'm honestly just tired of these live service games at this point. I wanted to go back to the old days where you can just get the single player games, or if you want to play multiplayer, put in that sense where you don't have to use microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're not going to do that because they're really just trying to make people out of money, and that's a L all the way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, Sinister, let me say something to you, bro.
Right.
All right, man. So earlier I was watching G4 TV on YouTube. Not we ain't got it on TV no more, right?
Right.
I'm not talking about the second run G4 TV. I'm talking about the first
Oh,
run G4
the,
TV,
yeah, the original.
the original like Tech TV and all this other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And let's be brutally honest. Let's be clear as day, man. That was the best times in gaming, man. Where you just come home from your job or come home from school, and you
Mhm.
just find the latest and greatest in gaming, right?
Yep.
And then around E3 time, they used to like just show these press conferences and showcase these upcoming games and consoles, the whole nine. And I remember being back like seventh grade, right, when the
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 and the 360 was announced, and I was just like ecstatic, especially at the time when the PS3 was announced and when the 360 was announced.
Yeah.
Then at the time, then when Nintendo, it was the code name Nintendo Revolution, but it's the Nintendo Wii,
Yep.
and everybody was excited about these games and these consoles, and we was able to like watch it. E3 was that place to really watch it, man. And if like E3 was that place where you really could see the upcoming games, and you had that on your bucket list, man. I want to go to E3 one day. You
Yeah,
did, and now E3 is no more, and now we got these bullcrap little live stream showcases where you actually want to go there in person to see this stuff.
exactly.
So my question for you, Senator, is that do you think E3 needs to return, and why?
To me, I wanted to return, and the reason why because I mean the experience is like going to it live, like getting like all the interviews and stuff, like just seeing like all the booth, all the booth events, like the booth babes. Come on,
Hmm.
who doesn't like the booth babes? But anyways, I mean, yeah, because like I like enjoying like seeing like the interviews with all the devs or like the upcoming games and announcements because like E3 that was like the version of the Comic Cons.
Hmm.
It's just a Comic Con for video games. Like I mean, you get like everything all up front, but because you get the interview like voice actors, the devs, the publishers. I mean, everybody. Now it's like
Hmm.
everything's like all streaming because why they want to save money. All the big
Hmm.
three would just want to do their own thing, but it's like anyway that was cool like the upcoming years, but now it's like okay, you got the direct, you got the showcase, you got the state of play.
Hmm.
It's just none of that's the same anymore. It's like, yeah, you can watch it on TV for those who can't make it to the live event itself. I don't. To me, it just needs to return because it's just lacking. It's just, I mean, that's just my opinion. I like to see it returned. What about you?
I'll be brutally honest, man. I honestly agree with you, man. I think it really needs a massive return, and this is why I say it needs a massive return. When you look at Jeff Keighley, right, when he does his Summer Games Fest and the Game Awards, right? Especially let's talk about the Game Awards for a second. When he announced High Guard as the
Yeah,
last game, that was the abomination of bullcrap that he put together when it comes to that, right? And if you look at Summer Game Fest when he shows off the games, it doesn't stick like how it would at E3. It don't excite you like it would at E3, right? And when it comes to like E3, and this is just me being 100% genuinely real about E3, and it's needed. What I missed most about E3 is they had live press conferences
you're right.
that they was there. They were just talking about the games, talking about what to be excited about, what to look forward to. Especially even when they did the E3s back in the 2010s when they showed the Xbox One and PS4 and all that. That was exciting.
Yeah,
Now it's just that these little showcases and live streams. Like if you look at the Resident Evil showcase, or if you look at State of Play, like State of Play, it was exciting to see the games, but that it didn't really hit you like a E3 would.
right.
E3, you'll be excited. You know, the people will be there screaming of joy, um, interviewing the game devs there, the whole nine. And you got PAX, you know what I'm saying, and all these other showcase and conferences and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
E3, bruh, the feeling of it, man, they used to have showcases back to back. Then you had people like they're talking about the games. Then you would have EA Play. They would they would have their showcase, and then Ubisoft would have their showcase live with Aisha Taylor.
Hmm.
Man, it was a fun times being like as a gamer, like looking at upcoming games in that space and visions of going there yourself to interview the game developers, playing the games, networking, interacting with people. And it's just like you can't do that nowadays. And I honestly think E3 needs to make a miraculous return to this major way. Just like I would want G4 TV to return to its former glory to with the old version of G4 instead of that second one that came out. You
Oh
get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. The relaunch was the worst.
Yeah, the relaunch. And I'll say this briefly about that. The relaunch of G4 TV was horrendous because they didn't have an identity of what they wanted to do.
Right.
They didn't have an identity, and it didn't really stand out to what gamers actually wanted. And the people that was hosting the shows didn't stand out because a lot of them are not gamers.
Nope.
So that's why G4 TV the second run sucked. Then that woman Frost made a controversial remark, which I think that was a bad move on her part, and it was tone deaf.
Yep.
So that's neither here nor there. But anyways, E3 it needs a return. The people that's at ESA they need to go ahead and find a way to bring it back next year. That would be a major plus because that was on my bucket list. I want to travel to go to E3 and interact with people, interview game developers, play the new upcoming games. That's why we got Steam Fest because we're gonna be playing a lot of Steam Fest games that I'm gonna definitely be looking into after the podcast.
Yep.
But anywho, man, E3, man, I miss E3. I know you miss E3, Sinister.
Oh yes.
ESA, please bring back E3. We need that. We
Yes.
want that. Jeff Keighley has been ruining these showcases. Summer
Yeah.
Game Fest. No, go ahead, Sinister. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna bring it back, leave him at home.
Yes, yes. Because Jeff Keighley is terrible when it comes to hosting showcases. And when it comes to the video game awards, it needs to be a video game award show and not just a showcase of upcoming games.
Exactly.
Like let that be a side show, like the of showcasing upcoming games, and not be just because if you look at it, the video game awards at the end of the year, nobody cares about the awards. Everybody just wants to see what upcoming games is coming out.
Exactly. If you want to have an award show, at least either put it in the middle of the summer, like June or July, something like that, but not December.
No, it's cool that it has that in December because it's like showing what is the game of the year. When
Yeah.
it comes to the upcoming games, make that a separate showcase outside of the video game awards. Because the video game awards, nobody ain't gonna think about the awards. Nobody care who's game of the year. We want to know what upcoming games is coming out. You feel me?
Mhm.
And then not only that, though, you feel me? It's rigged because it's favoritism towards Sony.
Exactly. It feels like Vince McMahon is working behind the scenes, ready to pull the screw job on somebody.
Exactly, man. And Jeff Keighley, he used to be an Xbox guy back in the day. I remember watching G4 TV with E304 and '05. This man was an Xbox fanboy to the core. Now he's all PlayStation out because PlayStation is paying him. So, yeah, Jeff Keighley, like he is the worst person to host these gaming events because this man here, he gets paid by Sony to do them hosting events.
Right.
You feel me?
Mhm.
And Sony ain't really got nothing to show this year, only other than Wolverine and Sonars. And I know they're supposed to announce something this summer, and I am looking forward to this summer when it comes to these upcoming games because I want to see what they are actually coming out with. And I already know, like Sinister's biggest game that he's looking forward to for this month is Resident Evil Requiem.
Yep.
So you're most likely to play it this week. So that's something to look forward to. But
Yep.
let's talk about High Guard, man. So High Guard,
Yep.
new financial backing from Tencent. What are your thoughts about that?
I said, well, I mean, now that like getting backing from from a big company like Tencent, it's like okay,
Mm-hmm.
you get opportunities. I hope. Well, what you gonna do with it? It's like hoping fix your game, and like because like when Hargo got dropped, I mean, it was just bare bones and stuff like that. But now when Tencent backing you up, it's like hope you take that money, use it wisely, and start fixing it up, and so that way you can make it more polished and put some more content in there, so that way probably the game is be worthy. But I don't know. That's just me. It's just working behind the scenes and stuff like that. But like I said, like Tencent's giving you the money. Because you know what happens. Money when money talks, you know what else walks.
Yeah, man. And when it comes down to the nitty gritty with Tencent, that's cool that they're doing that. But what needs to be addressed about High Guard is they need to add a single player campaign that actually has good storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
They have to add way more modes to the multiplayer side where it'd be fun to actually play on the multiplayer side instead of that one mode that they already got. And honestly, I really do feel as far as High Guard is concerned, if they don't really make the right changes to be a better game, people are going to really just move on and mainly just focus on other games and other things and stuff like that. That's just really it. That's really all I got to say about it, man. High Guard, because this is going to be the last time talking about High Guard unless it's more substantial. High Guard to me is going to be probably a lost cause if they don't make the changes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, so, since to go ahead and hit them off with the last two topics that's built into one.
All right, let's talk about the retirement of Phil Spencer and the resignation of Sarah Bond. So, I mean, yeah, that was a thing that hit everybody by surprise. Like, you got the big two, and that's but what I'm gonna start with Sarah Bond. Like,
Uh,
everybody expected Sarah like to take Phil's spot, after he's retired, but because like Phil Spencer, he's been there for at Xbox for 30 years, but he took over Xbox when Don Matrick got fired because he had to clean up his mess from the old Xbox One debacle. So now,
mm-hmm,
Phil, he came in there, he did his thing, trying to bring back Xbox back to relevance, and they made some moves here and there, but I mean, to me, I mean, Phil, he did a way better job than Don Matrick because like
mm-hmm,
the guy when Don Matrick when he took over for Peter Moore, because Peter Moore, he was the last guy, he did great, but Don
mm-hmm,
Matrick just messed it all up. He took that that blueprint that Peter laid for him, just wiped his behind with and threw it away. He did his
mm-hmm.
own thing, and look what happened. Disaster City, he got fired. So Phil had to be the cleanup guy. So he had to do his thing, like to bring Xbox back to the dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now fast forward for Sarah Bond, it was like, she was under him, like she was doing her thing, but like I said earlier, like everybody was expecting her to take over, but now, is what, it's like she decided to step down, to move on to something else, and now, I mean, heck, we wish them both well, but as far as like somebody else is taking over Xbox, and everybody's questioning her is like, oh, does she play games? Oh, she don't play no game. I was like, what does that matter? I mean, whoever is taking over they have the expertise of doing what they need to do. But as
Mm-hmm.
far as what they're gonna do for Xbox, that remains to be seen. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna see what she can do.
exactly. And people don't know Sarah Bond. She's not a hardcore gamer herself, so
Right.
people need to think about that and put that in perspective. Same thing with Phil Spencer. He's a gamer, but he's not a super hardcore gamer.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So they got to take that into account. But with the new chick that's a part of Microsoft, she was part of the whole AI core.
Uh-huh.
You gotta look at it like this, right? If you look at Sean Layton, I'll use him for example.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't a hardcore gamer. He played
No.
video games from time to time, but he wasn't a hardcore gamer.
No.
All right. And then you look at the dude that's at Take Two Interactive. That dude don't play games at all, and
No.
this man makes a lot of money at Take Two.
No. Before you continue about him, yeah, because when he gave an interview on MSNBC, it's like, look, he was just there to bring in talent, recruit the best talent there is, and he steps right out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. He's like, he answers to the top, like with the suits and stuff, with the money. That's
Mm-hmm.
what he's there for. Like as far as like him being a game and all that, it's like, look, if they're not interested in that, no, they're there to bring in the best talent they can be. He stay out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And this is my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This new girl, she's gonna be a part of the whole Xbox thing. She's been on social media answering questions from the good to the bad, the ugly.
Yep.
And one person said about Xbox needing to have exclusive games, and she said, "Hear you." You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
look at it like this: she's hearing what everybody's saying. She's listening to the community with the feedback, and it is true. Xbox do need not time exclusives only on their platform.
Right.
And I always say this: let Activision Blizzard King be the multi-platform, and Bethesda be a multi-plat, and let Xbox Game Studios be the exclusive games on that realm. There's
Yep.
nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Um, when you look at what she's doing, she's really getting community feedback. She's really listening to the people, and she's really learning things. So that's good. Her and Matt B, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They're working together to see what defines games. And she said they're going back to the form of Xbox, return to Xbox. And
Mm-hmm.
what that basically means is, and what she says, she's going back to the console formality of what made Xbox great from the 360 to the original Xbox days, which, she's saying all the right things, but
Right.
I have to see action because
Yeah.
action,
Seeing is believing.
exactly, it's all about action. So I want to see, Lord willing, in the next couple of years, what is going to transpire within Xbox. What are they going to do as far as the exclusivity when it comes to games, the formality of the consoles and stuff like that? Hell, I just want to know what's going to happen in the next few years when it comes to Xbox. Like Sony right now is kind of going on a downward spiral when it comes to their first party like games. As far as the console sales, it's still going to be where it's be, but people are going to start getting fed up with not having first party titles if they don't make the changes,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to end up just going downhill with the sales. And Microsoft, like if you look at Microsoft, they're playing the long game.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see what they when it comes to their games, it's the long game. When you look at Sony, they got arrogant, they got cocky, and look what's going on with them right now. They're getting ridiculed, especially because of Bluepoint.
Yep.
And when you got the new chick there, since Sarah Bonds and Phil Spencer like retiring, uh, we got to see what's next. I know Matt B. He's a heavy gamer, so he plays video games and he knows what gamers want. But when it comes
Exactly.
to the business, the new chick, she's about the business, and she's going to make sure that the business get handled on the gaming front. So my mind frame is I'm optimistic, and I want to see how everything plays out.
Exactly.
And to the people that's crying about her not knowing about the not gaming and not having been gaming for long, I'm like, man, you don't know what a person has been doing or gone through in that sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
yeah, it's a lot of hypocrisy. Like if you think about it, if a person got over like 400,000 gamer score, they say, "Oh, you need to get a life. You've been playing games too much." Or if you have at least 5 to 10,000 game score, they say, "Oh, you're not a gamer. We ain't trying to hear you. Ain't game. You ain't no gamer." It's a lot of it's like a double-edged sword. It's like a hypocrisy when it comes to that. It's very hypocritical when it comes to people because they in a double standard when it comes to people and
Exactly.
supposing gamers. So you can't really like look at these gamers and supposed gamers on social media because they're not gamers. They're social media heads.
That's what
You
they
know
play, social media.
exactly. So like with her, I'm just gonna play a wait and see approach. I'm very optimistic. Hopefully, Shane Jim Ryan it out because if she's Jim Ryan it out, then it'll be a bad deal. You feel me? For Xbox. But when it
Right.
comes to Xbox, I'm optimistic. I want to see where things go. I want to see if they're gonna push out more titles, bring back franchises. Let's see how everything goes in the next few years. When it comes to Sony, they in a bad spot right now. Nintendo, very anti-consumer, so I don't care about Nintendo with their stuff. Um, but I want to just see where everything goes with Microsoft. I'm definitely intrigued. I'm definitely optimistic. I just want to see how it goes, and if it goes well, then yeah, everybody gonna be more happier than Ren and Snippy.
Yeah. Happy, happy, joy, joy. But
Exactly. Hmm.
yeah, when it comes to the future of Xbox, like just wait and see like what they can do. It's like I said, it's all about action. You know,
Hmm.
that's what we want to see. It's just action. I mean, yeah, I mean, you talk like with a sales pitch, but you got to back that up. Back it up with results.
Yeah, yeah. And think about it, everything she said, it was a good thing. She said all the right things.
Right.
Cool. But we still got to see what the action is about. We got to see,
Yeah.
what else is going to come to be. You know what I'm saying? And there's been rumored that Phil Spencer's retirement was not planned. Honestly, I think it probably was. I think he was ready to actually leave Microsoft and go do other things in life.
Right. He just wants to retire and enjoy life. It's like, come on. He's been there for 30 years. He put in the time. It's like he deserves to move on to other things.
Exactly. And then Sarah Bonds, honestly, when it comes to her, I honestly think there was some behind the scenes stuff that happened. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the politics behind the scenes and everything. It's like, you know what? I mean, there was probably no need to to stick around. So you know what? Like, let me just be professional. So it's like, look, I'm just gonna put in my resignation. I wish
Hmm.
everybody well. Let's just move on.
Exactly. And like I said, we're definitely going to see what the next few years hold for Microsoft. So I pretty much said all I had to say about it. I
Same
don't know if
here.
you know. So we're going to say some things before we get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Matter of fact, Sinister, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and say what you need to say about Razor.
Oh yeah, because I mean, I had the pleasure of interviewing from Kobe. Shout out to him and Kobe at Razor. So I had a chance like to show a new controller that he was advertising.
Mhm.
So hopefully, we have like a partnership. Like Kano and I have a partnership with Razors, like I mean, which is phenomenal. So then we get to see their products, like unboxing, give reviews, things like that. So
Mhm.
that's like I said, Kano already did an unboxing of one of their products. So now it'll be my turn. Like whenever their next product will come in, I'll get to show it off, like review it, give my thoughts about it.
Mhm. And the review for the um Razer Raji, I can't say the word right.
Raikou.
Raji Raku
Hmm.
V3 Pro controller that's coming soon. And Asus, a Ricari 2 Pro controller, that review is coming soon. Um, we're basically building partnerships in collaboration with a lot of different gaming brands, and that's what we're doing over here. Interviewing game devs, indie game showcase coming in the summer. So we're establishing over here at the gamer section, man. So we're doing some big things over here, and if you want to be a part of the team, just DM us or email us.
Yep.
And yeah, we're doing some great things. Sinister, what you guys say to him about what's
I was
going
like,
on?
yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, but delivering opportunities out here. It's like, I mean, join the team. It's like, you want to be on the podcast? Cool. You want to do reviews? Cool. Want to do news? Et cetera, et cetera. It's like, yeah, just hit us up in the email. It's like, you
Hmm.
know, we welcome you to the team.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we come to the end of the gamer section podcast. I mean, it was actually a good show. We had a lot of technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tech.
Yeah, definitely shout
He,
out to Tech.
yeah, he had a major technical issue. He'll be back next week. Because where he's at, he got a snowstorm coming, and it's a lot of stuff going on up north. So y'all definitely should subscribe to his channel, Caps Off Gaming. Oh yeah, and we're going to be at PAX East. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely stay tuned for that. Y'all, any indie game developer or developer of a gaming or or such would like to get interviewed by us, DM us, email us, let us know.
Right.
You dig? So, oh yeah, and so go ahead and give them that Dub Energy, sponsorship before we get out of here.
All right. Just give me a sec. So, yeah,
Sit
just
back
give me
and
a sec.
do it.
Just give me a sec, y'all. I'll get it together here.
Yes, Sirski.
All
And
right.
yeah,
Yep. Here we are. Yeah. Shout out to W Energy. Yeah, if you're going through a long gaming session, late night streams, or need some extra focus, W Energy has you covered. It's zero sugar, zero artificial colors, packed with clean energies. It keeps you going without the crash. And here's the best part: you can be part of the Gamer Section community and use our code Gamer Section at checkout for a special deal, a la discount.
mhm.
So seriously, whether you're a gaming creator or just need a gaming boost or just a boost regularly, just grab your W Energy. Level up your focus and energy. That's DUBBY Energy. Code Gamer Section.
Already, man. And the kicker is we got a lot of big things brewing with the gamer section. And we definitely will continue to like y'all support, man. Spread the word about the podcast. Y'all want to join the chat, let us know. It's going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't lit today with technical difficulties, but it was lit in heart of what we're trying to do. So, with that being said, you hear me? We're going to go ahead and get into our outros, and we'll be back next week.
All
So,
right.
to start, I'll go ahead and go first. You can find me on all my social medias at Real KO Kano. You can follow us at the gamer section on pretty much everything. On YouTube is at gamer section media, or just youtube.com/gamer section. So y'all can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. If you need gamer section merch, please contact us or hit the website up at thegamersection.blogspot.com. You'll be able to shop and go get the merch over there. Um, and yeah, I want W Energy drink. Go pick it up, man. The code is in the description below too. And if you want to join our Discord, it's in the description below as well. So y'all can just we trying to build a community over there so we can game with y'all and everything. So that's all I got to say. What about you, Sinister?
Oh, yeah. What's your boy, Sinister? Yeah, you can find me on my social medias. On Instagram, it's Sinister1019. On X/Twitter, it's Country19. And on Xbox, it's Sinister Tar Heel, all caps. On PlayStation, it's Body Count 92. On Steam, it's Sinister Tar Heel, spelled regularly. And then, of course, on the Switch, you have to go to my YouTube channel to get that. I'm not going to give it out here.
Already. So until next time, make sure y'all go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell when we drop videos and podcasts, and we'll be back next week. So peace.
Sayonara, y'all.
Choose your fighter.